Howdy guys, welcome to the cave. I'm Mark and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Okay guys, welcome back to building the addition. Today I'm going to start off by taking that ladder. I got to go up there and I got to cut that branch off, the thin one. Goes right up over top of the wall. So I got to get rid of that one. Then I've got to cut those two off right there because they are in my way as well. And then I got to cut that one off because it runs right up over top. Sorry about the light and the sun, but it's up on top. As you can see, it's hanging on the inside. So I'm going to take the ladder and cut those down. Then I'm going to put this sheet up on the wall there. Do up the top one. I'm going to do all the missing pieces of sheeting. And while I got the chainsaw, I'm going to trim out any of the windows that need to be trimmed out like this. Cut this off. You can see one right there too I got to cut. And of course one on the other window. And then I'm going to start my top plate. So I'm not going to set up the camera for the trees. That's just too hard and too much of a pain in the butt. But I'll try to set up the tripod and the camera so you can see me doing the top plate. So I'll be back in a few. Okay guys, well, I've got this corner completely closed in all the way up. I got these sheets on here. I just got this top one to do, but it's got to be like cutting around the soffit and everything else. So I'll get that one done. I got those sheets done over there and the strips. Got this corner done. So I got that little strip up there to do on that side, but I'll do that when I do the gable. So now I'm going to set up the camera and you can watch me do the top plate. And while I do the top plate, I'm also going to frame in the top of this window. Hey guys, my top plate is all on, all the way around. And yes, there's a notch there. That's where my long wall that's going to be right there is going to tie into. But yeah, top plate is on all the way around. So now I've just swept up here a bit. I'm going to finish cleaning that up. Move my my workbench here a bit. Move some wood out of the way. Because I'm going to start laying out this wall. Frame it up, stand it. And I'm going to build the other one that goes here. Stand that one. And then I get to start my rafters. So I'm going to finish cleaning this up. Now it's starting to cloud over. So I don't know how much longer I'll be out here today, but I'll be back. Hey guys, welcome back. It's roughly 2 p.m. the next day. It rained all night, and like I said, those clouds are rolling in, so I called it a day, and for good reason. 20 minutes after I packed everything up, it started to pour. Anyways, today, now that things are dried up mostly, I brought in a couple roof rafters, laid them out on the floor at the angle that they're going to be at, measured out from that end where my string is and that nail right there. So from there, and roughly the same spot on the other side, I measured out 24 feet, which is the width of my walls. So one end will sit up on that wall, the other end will sit up on that wall. So then, the reason I did that is so I could figure out that would be the top of my middle wall, which is going to be there coming out this way and then over. But I needed to know the length for my posts above that wall from there to there. Now I put this piece in and I marked it at 5.5 inches, which is a standard 2x6 milled. These are all rough cut. But anyways, that's 5.5 inches. So from here to that board is 106.5 inches. So that's what I'm going to have to cut my posts at. And the reason I did all this first is, well, as you can see, if I would have built this wall, I would have had no room to lay this out and be able to measure everything. So now that I've got that measurement, I can move these out of the way and I can start building my wall. And since I marked out my wall last night, and well, I don't have waterproof chalk line, the chalk line I put down is no longer there, thanks to the rain. So I'll re-chalk my wall out. At least I've got everything marked off with pencil, where everything's going to be. I got it marked off the wall over there, and the wall over there, and I've got everything measured to where the two walls meet. So I'll re-chalk those, and we'll get framing this center wall. Hey guys, okay, so I've got all my studs laid out, top plate and bottom plate marked out. I'm gonna nail this all together, and then I'm gonna try and stand it. So we're gonna have some fun today. We'll get this wall up. I may have to cut some more boards. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to build that wall and frame in a door. But either way, we'll get something done. And then obviously you can tell that the wall is going to stop there, which means all of that span from here to there, I'm going to have to build a beam from there to the top of the wall, on top of that wall. But the way I'm going to do that, it's actually not going to be on top of this wall. It's actually going to be on top of the wall that's going to run right here. Okay, so at this end, I'll have to show you so that you guys can understand. But at the very top of the wall that's going to run this way, what I will do is whatever I have for my beam, I will mark down, cut it there. I'll have two posts, two wood posts, and then it'll go back up with a third one all the way across, or all the way up, so that I have a beam pocket. And that beam pocket will get nailed into the top of that wall, and it'll get nailed into from this end as well, just so that it can't go nowhere. Up here, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do because this is existing house, so I got to be careful what I do there, but I'll think of something and I'll figure it all out. Okay guys, wall is completely framed, so now I'm going to see if there's somebody around to give me a hand. And we're going to stand this wall into place. Now, I also went and re-chalked the floor so that I know exactly where it's going to go. And then I can move a couple things around and build my 12-foot wall, which is going to start pretty much right here, which is the second stud in. You can see some markings on the floor there. Kind of hard to film when I can't see the screen because of the sun, but you get the idea. So we'll get this one standed, and then I'll start to frame the other one. Once this one stood up, I could probably start taking down a couple of braces, because now there'll be other things supporting the wall in and out. So once I get this stood up, I'll be back to show you the next wall. Hey guys, next day here. I've got this wall up now. Still got to put a tying piece at the top over there for the top plate to tie the walls together. This one I'll put top plate on after my beam is up. So I've got the wall here cut up for that, and a bunch of studs over there. I got to cut these two, and those two will end up part of the pocket for the beam. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that I only show you updates. I don't really film everything. I'm pretty sure you guys would get pretty bored at watching me nail studs together. Not very fun to watch. But I will continuously give you the updates. After this wall is up and my beam is up, which I should have done today, I'll be starting to do the gable and the rafters. Once I've got this wall nailed together and door framed in, I will show you, and then we'll go from there. Hey guys. Well, I think we're coming to the end of this episode, but I got this last wall in. So now I got this wall up. I got to put a couple pieces up there. Nothing major to do, but the door is framed in. I got to cut the top plate up there so that I can run my top plate on this wall. I still got to do my beam yet, but before I do my beam, I need to straighten all the outside walls, because this wall here is actually leaning a bit that way, which means that outside wall has to go out just a bit. So I'll figure that out when I do my string line along the top. I'll straighten all the walls, then I can take a measurement for my beam that goes across from there to there. Once that's done, then I can run my top plate completely across that one, cut that one out so I can put that one in, and that'll be the end of that. So in the next episode, all my outside walls will be straight, which I'll have a couple more braces, obviously, and I'll be putting up rafters and my beam. So make sure that you like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also hit that bell icon, because you want to see more of what's going on, and it's going to be quite interesting, me building the gable wall on top of there, which is almost another 8 feet to the peak, and I'm putting up all these rafters by myself. Should be quite interesting. Leave comments down below, any questions that you might have. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Links are in the description. And if you haven't seen this from the beginning yet, I'll leave a playlist here at the end. And you might want to check out the new series I'm doing on fixing up a 07 Dodge Caliber. I'll leave a video up here in the other corner. So until then, later.